Once upon a time, there was a beautiful princess named Snow White, whose wicked stepmother, the Queen, was extremely jealous of her beauty. Every day, the Queen consulted her magic mirror, asking it,
"Mirror, mirror, who is the fairest of them all?"
And the mirror always answered,
"You, my queen."
But one day the mirror told her,
"Snow White is now the most beautiful of all."
Filled with envy, the Queen ordered a hunter.
"Take Snow White into the forest and bring me her heart."
However, the hunter, moved by the young girl's innocence, decided to let her escape, telling her to run as far away as possible. Snow White ran scared until she found a small house in the heart of the forest. The house belonged to 7 dwarfs, who, upon returning from their work in the mine, found Snow White asleep in their beds. Upon hearing her sad story, the dwarfs offered her shelter and protection, which she gratefully accepted. The Queen had not asked the mirror again because she was sure that Snow White no longer existed. But one day she asked it,
"Mirror, mirror, I am the most beautiful again, aren't I?"
And the mirror answered,
"No, my queen, Snow White is."
When she realized that Snow White was still alive, she decided to take matters into her own hands. She disguised herself as an old woman and prepared a poisoned apple. One day, she arrived at the dwarf's house while Snow White was alone and tricked her into biting the apple. Immediately, the young girl fell into a deep sleep from which only a kiss from a prince could awaken her. But that would never happen, the Queen thought. The dwarfs, sad to see that Snow White did not wake up again, placed her in a glass coffin in the forest, hoping that one day she would wake up. Time passed until a prince from a neighboring country who had heard about the beautiful sleeping princess arrived at the place. Seeing Snow White, he was fascinated by her beauty and decided to kiss her. The prince's kiss broke the spell and Snow White woke up. The dwarfs and the prince celebrated her return to life. Snow White, grateful and happy, married the prince, and together they lived in his kingdom, far from the evil queen who could no longer harm her.